Oh, and L-Glass has got a 5-second time penalty for collision with Daliex. Daliex is he's retired in the pit lane, I think. I don't know how that's happened. Oh, he's got a front wing. He's losing his front wing. Okay. Oh, it's just destroyed his car. Excellent start. Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League here for the season 25 Tier 3 Mexico City Grand Prix. Mexican Grand Prix, I don't know what you put it. He's an American constant. People are very picky when it comes to the racetrack Grand Prix name. And here we are for the final race of this week. Maldi hasn't set a lap time. We've been having internet issues this whole qualifying session. There's a Ferrari in the middle of nowhere. He's in the barriers. Excellent. That'd be Matador. Great start. Nick Miller's on pole. Shows strong pace in Tier 2 when he reserved there. Giving a little bit of practice going to here. It looks like, I think he's... Oh, he's lost the rear. That's not going to help him trying to improve. I don't know if he has the tyres to do it. No, he doesn't. I think that was the same tyres that he was on earlier. Oh no, actually, maybe it isn't. Jamo. On board with Jamo. He's 8.5 seconds down. Side effects is 2 tenths up. It's full traction control, keeping his car nice and gripped up on these nice slippery curves. Oh, a bit of a slide. That's something you can't fix with traction control. That's just stability. But nicely done, nonetheless. Now he's managed to try and join him back into the session. Takes it quite nicely. Into last sector, takes a bit inside curve, which is not looking great, to be honest. It's slippery there. There's a 16.5, puts in P2. Victor is only 7 thousandths up, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a great lap time. I don't think he'll be making him improve a position. Doesn't, and he improves by half a tenth. Juan can't improve much more than that. He improved by a 1 place, I believe. And that is a qualifying sorted, and Maldi still can't connect to the lobby. Oh dear. STB chairman can't connect. Well, seems there was some complicated situation going on in the chat there, qualifying. Nick Mendes on pole with sound effects in P2, Danny P3, Jammer P4, STB Canted in P5, Nova P6, it's Football Aero, P7, Avenue P8, Victor P9, Delex PN, Juan P11, Riffidence P... I can't do all that. Everyone has a bloody most complex names, and I can't bloody pronounce them quickly enough in a time that I had. And to be honest, it doesn't look too heavy. I thought, because you know, it's saying 88%, I was expecting a full wet tyre conditions, but actually it looks quite light for the rain. It doesn't look like it's fully wet conditions, it doesn't look stormy, it doesn't look like the rain's everywhere. It's quite light rain, it looks like intermediate conditions. So, doesn't seem as bad as full wet, but rain is rain at the end of the day. We'll see how this goes. Wait, everyone to sort this house out. Oh, thing going off again. I never see the timer. Ever see the timer. And here we go. Lights are coming up for the drivers. They're on slicks? Huh? Lights out, and there's a safety car. Lights out, and the way we don't quite go. There's a safety car. As Elgas is already round. This is a very strange start. I don't know. I generally don't know. I guess we continue. We're on wet conditions on slicks. Somebody explain that one to me. What? What? How does this work? I'm so confused. Has the game given the option to select intermediates? Because sometimes it locks you in and selects it. It doesn't allow you to go on wets. If it thinks it's dry conditions, it locks you on slicks, and you can't actually pick the option to go onto the intermediates or the wets. But saying vice versa, if it's put as a wet race, it doesn't allow you to be able to put on a set of slicks. You can only put the wet tyres, the 2 wet tyres, or the 3 dry tyres, depending if it's dry or wet. But obviously, if the game thinks it's too dry for the intermediates, it forces them onto the slick tyres. So I really don't know. Maldi's Ghost has just gained 2 places. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I'm a bit confused here. There's a safety car glitch, probably because Maldi was joining and leaving every 2 seconds. It probably bugged it out. Probably didn't help because Maldi tried to join in the middle of the intermission between qualifying and the race, probably thrown it off. Red Bull's in the pits. That's Nick Mendez has come into the pits for a set of the intermediate tyres, and everyone else has stayed out, apart from the McLaren of Nova, who's decided to pit as well. That's a good way of putting it for Tharno. A rolling start. Some more people have opted for the intermediates, but everyone's decided out on to stay on the slicks. Even the AI has stayed out on the slicks, which tells me it's the game being weird, where it doesn't think it's wet enough for the intermediates, even though it looks wet. And it is wet, but the game doesn't register it as wet enough. This is the problem with this game. It looks wet, but apparently it's not wet enough for the intermediates, even though there's puddles everywhere. It's almost like the game has made the track look wet before the track's coding has actually started registering it being wet, if that makes any sense. So I just don't know how and why the game managed to screw this over, but it really throws you off, because you think the intermediates will be faster, but obviously not. The slicks are the better tyre, and Maldi's still trying to join. So yeah, side effects is on the hard, which is going to be, it's going to be difficult, because obviously in these greasy conditions, the soft tyre is normally the better tyre to be on. Generally, that would be the case, but whether it makes a difference in these sort of situations, I don't know. But I guess when it's wetter, I guess at the same time it kind of neutralises the tyres out a little bit in terms of the actual performance. Because obviously, if the track's fully wet, it doesn't matter if you're on the softs or the fully wet. Slicks is the slicks. And as Algas is back into the pits for another set of intermediates, and Maldi can still not connect. He's joined and left the session about 20 times in the last 15 minutes. He has worse internet than Nick Mendez, who's all over in Brazil. I guess we get going at the end of this lap because it's been 3 laps. And our glasses should hopefully catch up at that point anyway. And we can get back going with the butter on the bread. Right, we get going again. Time effects will lead the way. He's gone early, but I think he's a bit gingerly. That traction control's going to really help him. Then the game's is scrambling for traction. Obviously using no assist. It's just they're gonna have to find where the grip is and how much grip there is actually on there available to them. But Side Effects, who just floor it wherever he goes. There's some yellow flags down the straight. Matador has lost multiple places here on the mediums, and Santis round on the inters. I don't know how he's done that, whether he's just lost himself or whether he's part of the collision. We'll get a good opportunity to see what the intermediate's like compared to the slicks. Just doesn't look right, does it? The track's wet. It is wet. The spray came off the cars and everyone's on slicks. Love this game. Can't wait for the next game. The patch, there was a new patch that came out, and I don't see anything that's been fixed. There's only apparently been fixes and bugs reported, but I don't see any fixes actually been done. I mean, we still have the safety car glitch. We still have this weird spraying stuff going on. We still have bugs bloody lights. Oh, the Alpine shit the side of the Williams in his round. That is, Victor has just punted his round, Anthony, and surely that's a penalty for Victor. But at least something's going Maldi's way. Yeah, for Bolero has got past Gemma. Can't wait because everyone's going to be prepared for wet setups, but it's kind of not, but kind of is. It isn't, wasn't. That's what it is. It isn't, wasn't. Wasn't, isn't, wasn't, isn't. A wet race. Danny Gaines just unable to keep up with Side Effects. Despite being on the better tire, on the medium tyres, I think Side Effects for all these assists, it's just, it helps when you got those all assists on there. You can just push the car and the car will just find the limit for you. But when Danny Gaines gets some laps on this belt and finds the grip, I think he'll probably get back within Danny Gaines. But I think Side Effects, I think he's increased his wings by quite considerable amount, and it's helping him through that sector too. But it hurts down the straights as Victor has still got a place on Emmett Chetin. Navigate through the gaps now. 1.4, 1.5 almost. Bolero, actually that's the fastest lap of the race. So Bolero looking quick in these very strange conditions. Those intermediates just ain't looking that great. They look alright. They don't look like they're off the pace. They just don't look like, you know, faster. I think, to be honest, with all these guys scrambling, that's probably mainly the reason they're catching up. But for the people at the top who should be fighting, he's slower than them. He must be like on that crossover point, but it's just staying there. Oh, Bolero almost losing it. He was a bit too much on the curve there, and then he's very. DRS is, yeah, I think DRS is also enabled as well. Danny Gaines just lost the rear there. Yeah, so slightly damp track, slicks, DRS also enabled. It's just a very skitterish, dry race, with intermediates also being available to race tyre. DRS enabled for the Red Bull driver, bit of overtake. Danny Games is using everything he's got, but Alfa Bolero is using everything he's got down the straight, and he's got the move done. Look how much better he's on traction. He's just gone. So much better on traction is Alfa Bolero. He just pulled from Danny Games. He knows where the grip is. Danny Games probably struggling. He's really struggling in these conditions. And Sant has lost it at the last corner again. The thing is, it's very late in the corner, which is very strange. It's not like he's losing it mid-corner, he's like losing it at the end. Oh, it's your flags, that's mine, that's Emma Chetin. He's off, he's lost his front wing as a virtual safety car. And his team, they've got to be careful that they don't get any illegal overtakes or anything. When he gets an illegal overtake, I think just Pirlo. Wonder if anyone will pit, especially if people on softs. I think they'll probably pit, but I don't know. It's only a virtual though. Jamo comes in. Is this for a set of intermediates? So there's a McLaren of Daleks. The Williams comes in as well. Oh, Aston Martin's just trying to overtake Rafita. Also comes into the pits. Pirlo has crossed the pit lane entry. Rafita, lots of penalties being just dished out. And somebody just got a drive-through. I think that was Rafita. I don't think that's the first time Rafita's got a drive-through penalty in the virtual safety car before. Danny Gaines got a 3-second time penalty to add to the pain. Danny Gaines lost a lot of time. What happened to him? Oh, and he's been tagged to the back by the Williams. Oh, that's the wrong Williams to get revenge on. That is the wrong Williams to get revenge on. Now he's going to lose even more places, trying to get the traction back up. Yeah, it's weird now, because now the intermediates are basically fighting the slick runners. I think the slicks are still faster. Generally, do you think that's the case? Well, I don't know where Victor lost all his time from, because he wasn't too far away from Bolero. Danny Gaines gone to the pits for 7 intermediates. I still think the slicks are the tyre to be on. See, Anthony is still keeping his gap between Nick Mendes. Let's see what the gap says through this S section. Keep an eye on Alfa Bolero on side effects. Yeah, still at 1.2. You have flags. There's Alpine and a McLaren off. Was that a Ferrari, Metal and Danny Games? Danny Games has got no luck at the moment. Just looks like Nick Mendes. Yeah, he's just not keeping up with the slick runners. It's still slick tyres. Maybe by about half a second a lap. But it is still slicks. Oh, and Victor's made a mistake and Anthony's through. That's close. Nick Mendes back up here because it's slowed them both down. Yeah, so you get DRS out. Gemma, it's the fastest lap of the race. That is on the intermediates. So look like the intermediates are slowly getting faster maybe then. And there's now Victor and Avni are now fighting through this S section. It's mediums versus intermediates versus intermediates. Here we go. It's very strange to see the slicks and inters being so close on pace. But I think those intermediates I think will wear it down a bit faster than the mediums. Let's see what the leader's doing when they come to the pit stops. You can see just down here though, I think Nick Mendes is running low wings there. I do think that is the case. I think he might be running slightly lower wings because he was pretty quick in the first sector in qualifying. Which probably isn't helping with the comparison. There's a nice thing there. Has Maldi managed to get into his car? Maldi's in his car and he's P9. He's still on slick tyres. But he's P9. Oh, he almost lost it. Which doesn't have side effects in the party with him going, yeah, it's still slicks, still slicks. Maldi's all over the place. He's still got his animals have. He's still got his full traction. He's still got his no track control on. He's going to play with medium. And side effects has lost it. What's happened here? What's happened to side effects? I think he lost it. Because it was yellow flags momentarily. Is it me or does it look drier? Nah, I think it's just that section of the track just looks drier. This it looks west, this side does. Ah, Belarus rounds! Oh my, what is going on here? It's spinning going on here. I don't know if there's a collision or whether he's just lost it himself. But that is a spinnerino for the Red Bull driver. He's lost 5 seconds from that. And he's gone wide there as well. He's struggling. I think rear grip is an issue with the traction. And I think it's just wearing their rear tyres out a bit more than I would plan to. And there's a Ferrari that's off. I'll assume that's Matador. Yeah. He's on the part of the circuit I never thought anyone would go. Bolero's into the pits, I assume, for a set of intermediates. No, it's a set of hards. And it's a front wing change. He's obviously hit the barriers. Probably why he's struggling so much. And Avni's now fighting Nick Mendes. Intermediates versus mediums. There you go. Such a shit game. Honestly, I should not be having to watch 4 cars fighting, 2 on slicks, 2 on inters, and all got the same pace. I should not be watching this shit. This gives me bloody Turkey 2020 vibes. Where it just ain't drying out, but the intermediates just don't seem to want to work properly unless you just wear them down. And now, Argas is now retired. It's now a safety car. I'm not sure where it's crashed. Is that in the barrier? This car's just gone. I assume it's going in that barrier, but I don't know. Now everyone's coming to the pit, especially the people that haven't pitted yet. Wonder what tyres all the leaders are going to go on to. Intermediates for Nick Mendes, intermediates for Victor. Set of hards for Avni. Side effects has... He's lagged out. Side effects is lagged out. What's happened here? Oh dear. Oh dear, that's his race gone. Oh, he's back in the car now. Safety car has come out and he's now being fucked because he's now behind the safety car and he's still on his old hard tyres. Anthony decided to stay on his hards. For Bolero, he's decided to stay on his hards. Juan has decided to stay on his hards. There's a big like choice here. And what's going on? The AI is still opting for slicks. The thing is, that's why Anthony saying the fact he's still out on those slick tyres is that the game still thinks the slicks is the better tyre. The side effects are he has to pit though, because if he doesn't, he's just going to drop off everywhere. He might as well pit now, take the pain now, but then he can at least fight. If he stays out, he's a sitting duck, and he will just lose time. He thinks, oh, he stays out. Okay. Well, that's him done. I assume he's going to try and stay out. If I was him, I don't know though, but would the mediums last long enough in these conditions? And Sant has been lapped. This is why you do not make a pit stop when you're that close to the leaders. That's his race done now. I mean, luckily it wasn't done from the start, but now he's out of contention of making any sort of position gains. You should have waited another lap, should have Sant, and then pitted. This is why when you're that far behind, you've got to do another lap just to let yourself make a gap of the safety car before pitting. Right. Is Anthony won this race? We'll see. I don't know what's going on here. I really don't know. I don't even know what the best tyres be on. The game still probably would say it's the slicks, but I'm just so confused. I don't know what to believe in. I don't know whether Anthony's going to be quicker, whether he have to pay some side effects. Is Victor going to be faster? I just don't know. Is Bolero going to just pounce through the field, or will he drop off? Yeah, I mean, effect stays out. Thing is though, if it goes, is the slicks, do the slicks wear out slower in these conditions or wear faster? I just don't know, because if I were him, I would have pitted for that lap for a set of mediums, and then just go to the end. Can those intermediates, can they last this long? Do they last 20 odd laps, 25 laps, 24 laps? I don't know. I don't know, hopefully. Juan decided to opt to go on another set of intermediates. I think he was on a set of intermediates, if I'm not mistaken. He was. So he's opted for a fresh set of tyres. Well, he's not in really any position to lose too many places. Yeah, it's been a good indication with F. Bolero in the middle of this field to see where he is compared to everyone else. Safety car, I think, should be in this lap. It's only lap 15 though, because it's kind of greasy conditions. It's taking forever to not even do half a race distance. No, we did have the safety car at the start of the race, which also didn't help, and like two virtuals. But I don't know. I don't know what to believe in. Safety car is in this lap. So I assume side effects is just going to get absolutely mugged, because he has not got the tyres for the situation. He's on a very greasy circuit on 14 lap old hards compared to everyone else is on fresh intermediates, apart from Anthony. He's on hards, and for Bolero is also on hards behind him. I'm expecting side effects to be swamped. No pun intended. And there goes Anthony struggling for traction on those hard tyres. Here comes Victor. They're all using the overtake button here. Here comes Anthony. It's gaining. Side effects is not using. And now Anthony goes up the inside, kind of half-hearted overtake. Oh, and he's getting pushed by Anthony's side effects. And he's got so much more traction. Comes Anthony. Now they're using the overtake. Now they're not. And then he comes up the inside. He's got much better tyres. And in these conditions, it just makes a massive difference, I can only assume. Oh, a bit of collisions going on here. Some jumpily. Bolero is fighting these guys on these hard tyres. Oh, he's making moves. He's got like 3 places. And there goes Anthony on his better tyres. Now, side effects is just going to hold these guys up on these old slick tyres. Look, he's struggling. Probably struggling in temperatures, struggling for tyre grip. He's getting pushed. And now Victor, oh, the crash! Oh, there's massive cars everywhere! There's cars flying all over the place. That is McLaren of Nova. It's been shoved off. And he's now down to P14. That's his race done. There's showing flags everywhere. Ferrari's off, and that door's off at sector 2. There's now Red Bull being ghosting. There's damage on that. Bolero's got damage. Bolero has picked up damage, so it was such a good restart for him, and he's now picked up damage. And Aston Martin's trying to find a gap that's no longer there. And into pit lane, I think that might be his race over. Now Nick Mendes is making moves on side effects. And there he goes. Maldi's trying to make iggly bigglies. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That was a door that was always going to shut. But now here comes Aston Martin, has a little bit of a look. Emmet Chetin. Oh, what is going on? Mercedes and Alpine. And Maldi's gone into the side of the Alpine. What is going on? Maldi has just taken out Victor. And it's a 5-second time pattern. What is going on here? These are scrambles. Maldi. I know he's. What is going on? What? I am so confused. What is going on here? Is there internet issues? Is this just dirty racing? I am lost. Side effects is now losing the place to side effects. As far as side effects, I'd pick this lap for certain mediums. He's just losing time here. Get pit and put on that medium tyre. Just get on them. Get off those hards. He's just losing time now. He still isn't pitting yet. We'll see that gap. Nick Menez, oh, his battery's run out. He's run out of battery. Coming through the corners. Just Nick Menez doesn't quite have it through the corners compared to Anthony. Just loses like a couple of tenths. But oh, now he's had a shocking exit. Blue flag's been waved, I'm presuming for Sant. Peter's still on his car. Danny Games is now on Maldi. Oh, what is going on here? Danny Games still wants to go up the inside, goes up the inside, and there's more contact! What is going on? And then Maldi's put his way back through. And Maldi is not in the mood to be fighting like this. He's in all out rage mode. He's still probably pissed off from the qualifying, from his internet issues. Now he's back in, he's on smoke. I don't know what exactly the reason is why he's like this. Let's see if side effects pits like that again. Nick Mendes is sliding through it. We're lost a bit of time there. Gap is now 1.7. Does side effect pit for on this lap for mediums? No, he doesn't. Still staying out. Danny Game's got another 3-second time penalty. DRS and overtake for Chetin. On side effects, another position get, and he's got a 5-second time penalty for gaining a plate off the circuit. He's done that to Rafita because he's behind Rafita. So I heard of Rafita. And Danny Games is now out. Is he just trying to take out Maldi? Maldi's got a 5-second time penalty. What is going on? There's now a safety car. What is happening? What is going on? What is... This race is null and void. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm lost. I'm actually lost. I generally... It's just... For Tier 1, this would be like, okay, we know a way around this. But for these Tier 3 drivers, they don't have a bloody clue what they're doing when it comes to these situations. I'm pretty sure these drivers only race casually. They don't exactly... They don't have the best knowledge in the world when it comes to these sort of games. I mean, they're all good drivers and know what they're doing, but... I feel like they're just struggling to find out what to do. I mean, this is good for side effects, because he gets to have his free cheap pit stop now. He can go on to mediums here if everyone else pits, so he will stay P6. So I guess this is good, but Anthony stays out. Nick Mendes stays out. Dalex stays in. That's a penalty. Jamo comes in. Emily Chetting, he comes in. Side effects is in. Juan is in. Infinite is in. Nova is in. Victor, Maldi. Bolero has stopped on the circuit. 5-second penalty for severe collision with Infinite on Juan. Not sure how that's happened there, whether it happened in the pit lane. I don't even know those two were even close to each other. 5-second time penalty for Maldi is being taken place. That's not going to make a difference anyway. Off another set of mediums. Nova's onto a scrubbed set of softs. Interesting. Those tyres, I don't think they're going to make it to the end. And Side Effects has opted for a set of intermediates. Interesting. It's very interesting. I am so confused what's going on. There's no chat's blowing up now. I think his AI is now up to the pit. It's not in his car. Yeah, I am. I'm just lost. At this point, this is why I've gone quiet. I'm just evaluating in my head what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this race is doing. It just doesn't make any sense. The AI is still on the hard tyres. But now you got an illegal overtake on the AI. The AI still think it slicks. That's Sant being sent things. yeah, I don't know. The thing is now, Nick Mendes and Avni are both on old tyres. Everyone else behind him is on fresh tyres. And that's going to be a massive difference. So I believe his Inters have a big drop off. I just don't know. So hopefully the race safety car's in this lap. Jay Snowy has joined. Oh dear. Yeah, I generally don't know. Now, another restart here. Oh, is this one going to be put down? Just looks like very light rain, and Chetin's got a bicycle time penalty for with Jamo. Get off! The clown is already making moves on Mendes. Just the better tyres, but Mendes is using those lower wings. Here he comes. Look at the speed he's got. But Avni's now better downforce through this section here. Overtake enabled for both of them. Here comes Nick Mendes with the speed, but Avni's got so much more grip on that extra bit of downforce. And this is where Nick Mendes is going to really start to struggle with that low downforce and these old tyres. He's going to be very weak through this section of the circuit. As you can see, the slicks are the better tyre. The slicks are better than the intermediates. That could be probably Nick Mendes having low downforce. But I still think the slicks is the better tyre to be on. Look at Nova, see what he's doing on these softs. Oh, the Red Bulls all over the place. Stays Infinite and F Bolero. Bit of a fight there. Bolero is still opting for the slick tyres as well. Not the greatest traction there. Bolero, I think, is a bit more of an accurate representative of what's going on. I think Maldi's got a D4 setup here. Oh, that was dangerous. I don't know, but I think Maldi might have a D-sort setup. I don't know if he's ever been on a circuit. Oh, Maldi goes for a double overtake. Here we go, Maldi. And if he is using a D4 setup, he might have some quite trimmed down wings. Oh, Maldi's just cut straight in front of the Victor there, and I've touched. Oh, what is going on between the Haas and the Williams? Infinite and Juan, they're having there's some beef going on here. Oh, and it does. Yeah, this race is just it's gone down the chimney. And Nick Mendes has somehow managed to get past Avni. Avni's now down to P3. As everyone else is on fresh intermediate tyres, given the grip that he needs to be given. And now Cyberx is defending very, very aggressively against Emir Chetin. And now Jamo and Avni are now fighting. Oh, and he's just shoved him off the circuit. And there's contacts. Yep, that was bound to happen. Yep. And somehow the Aston Martin somehow knew that was going to happen. Because he read that like a book. And he just knew that it'd have to be on the inside there. And here comes Nova. He's just dropped everyone. Those softs are looking very good. But is he going to make them tyres go to the end? That's a long way on those softs. You have to do 17 laps. I probably struggle to do about 16. 15 is like probably the longest you'd want to go on them. But you probably can do that many laps on those tyres. It's just making them last that long. And I don't know if these conditions help the tyre wear or not. It makes sense if it wasn't, because you're sliding around more, but then again, you're slower. So you might not be putting too much, generally too much force through the tyre. Alright, Nick Menezes keeping up with Alex now. But he's got a penalty to that's hanging over his head. And Bolero is absolutely gunned it from the guy's behind. Almost loses it though. But he's looking quick. These softs, I think they might be the best tyre, to be honest. I generally think these are the best tyres to be on. They work well in these soft conditions. Unfortunate, they weren't the fresh set when you put them on. Because you used them all in qualifying, then you used them at the start of the race. And he goes down the inside. He's on much better, 6 lap fresher soft tyres compared to 13 lap old hards. Doesn't seem to have massive grip advantage though. Look at those softs are already starting to go off. Those hards are hanging on nicely. Oh, he's just goes through them. Oh, lag. That's lag. And I think that was legit this time. That was legit. I think legit had a moment there. Okay. So Nova up to P6 now. Oh, he's ghosting for everyone. Now how does this work? There's yellow flags happening. Matador's back in the barriers again at the same corner. Nova got past Chetting. How did that happen? No, Avney's disconnected. Oh, hey, okay, he's teleported back there now. What is going on with Avney? It's just he's having internet issues here. Yellow flags. Nick Menezes got a 15 time penalty. Nova's now up to P5. I don't know. I'm lost at this point. If I'm missing stuff, I don't know. There's just so much going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going what I can see and trying to get as much information of what's going on with this race. Has Nova got the pace to catch up to that top 4? That'll be an interesting quest. Look at him, he's just gaining time. I say that, he's lost 10th through there. Might be running low downforce. Maybe had a mistake. Because he lost a lot of time. He lost about 3/10 through there. How are people just driving into people right now? What is going on? Chetting is lagging. Is he even in his car? That's not him driving that car. And Nick Menezes is fighting with side effects now. Chetting's after session, yeah, I think it's disconnecting there. I think he had some internet issues. Oh, and a bit of contact, and Nick Menezes is off. Starfax is up into P. What's it? We call it. Anthony's on a session. Lots of internet issues. Let me try and quickly see if we can get. I don't know if I have Chetty or not, to be honest. I do. Get him. And Anthony. Oh, Nova's gone! Nova's in the barriers! He's lost it himself, and he's in the barriers, and he's lost an end plate. And he has retired from the session. I think the softs are just starting to go off, and with the greasy track, it's put him down a little bit. And then Bolero, it's the only car now that's competitive enough on the slicks, as Pirlo's now lost the position to Juan. The McLaren's off. It's still Nova anyway. Never mind. And Nick Mendes is in the pits. I think those tyres are done. On to number 7 intermediate. So if I was him, I would have gone to softs and tried to gun it. Now Bolero. How much grip does he have on these slightly older medium tyres? Now Victor has nothing to ask for on Infinite. Bolero will continue to look on for now. Not really a place to make an overtake, to be honest. Going into here. Perfect's got 2 seconds to Daleks. Or Daleks, Daleks, I don't want to pronounce your A's. But it's within the 3 seconds of Daleks and his 3-second time penalty. Jamo, P3, hanging on nicely. Looking for quite a quiet podium in the end. Oh, now it's an Alpine. That's Victor going wide at the hairpin. For Bolero. The looking away pass. Victor's might be out of DRS here. And he is. He is out of DRS. Bolero. DRS enabled. Overtake enabled. Oh, there's a collision! Ah! What the? I don't know if that's Victor moving or whether Bolero just didn't turn enough. But that was that could have been massive. Jesus Christ! It's tier 3 for you. Just drive into the back of others. Nice. This sort of race just happened to happen to tier 3, didn't it? Not tier 2, not tier 1, tier 3. Now another penalty, making Victor with DRS. Not using it though. With a random weave there, it's just going to slow himself down by doing that. He's got Victor style on his car, hasn't he? Oh no, Bolaro's got no overtake left, he's used it all. Now he's going to really suffer with an extra less than 10 miles an hour extra sprint line speeds. Victor's up the inside. Oh, he's locked the rear going into the corner and he quite got the move done. Bolero continues to hold on for P5 for now. But a little bit of a swivel on traction. DRS enables, both of them have nothing left in the battery. But the Red Bull's just so much more confident on the brakes. Switchback doesn't always work around this corner, depending on the situation. Oh, he's not going to stick it inside. No, I didn't think so. As Infinite picks up another time penalty, which only adds to the prize of these 2 drivers behind. Oh, and Maldi. Don't forget Maldi. He's sitting quietly there, but I think he has a couple of penalties himself, despite only being here for about 15 laps. Oh, Victor's gone steaming on the inside. Bit of a wobble trying to make the move there. DRS open. A move like that in these conditions is a bit sketchy. Maldi as well in this battle for P5 then. DRS enabled. Both of these guys really lacking on the battery front. Side by side. Into the corner. Oh, again. Oh, he's made contact. And the round of Maldi goes through. And they are basically attached to each other's side pods. And Maldi has been gifted P5. Must have been contact there. Victor looked like he lost the rear. And it just tags the side of Bolero. And then it just drags them both wide. It's that weird thing where you can't just get off each other. The one car entangles with the other one, and the other one can't turn out of it. But the other car can't just get out of it either, because they're both getting dragged to the right. So the driver that's on the inside can't go any more right. So it's a crash that shouldn't really happen, to be honest. Nick Mendes has now got past Emir Chetin, who I believe never rejoined. Anthony did. But he's on 90 lap old hard tyres. So he's not looking to be quick for the rest of this race. As Maldi's into the pits. What is he in the pits for? And it's a set of soft tyres. Interesting. Fastest lap. But he's going to lose about 5 places in doing so. Maybe he didn't think the tyres can get to the end. I don't know. I mean, they're only like 13 laps old. So I don't know what's made him decide to go for this choice. First person to go through is Juan on 4 lap old intermediates. Should be quite easy pickings. Not first, going to navigate Rafita, who's not even driving the car. Might have a look there, thinks about it. Navigate Rafita. He's going to try a switch back here. Oh no! There's a car gone, it's Pirello. He has pirouetted into the grass. And it's got a 10-second tyre penalty. And Maldi's just done Juan for P11. Careful of the Pirello. He's making his own racing circuit here. Who do you think he is? Esteban Ocon. He's got another 3-second time penalty. Oh, and he's lost it himself. And he's in the barriers. And he's out of this race. I think it might be a bit too late for a safety car here. Anyway, there's no safety car. That's him out. It's decided to turn disabled for the last like 30 seconds of that moment. And that, apart from that, no one's battling anymore. That's just it. This is what we've got now. Everyone's split by plus 2 seconds. But Maldi, the thing is now, he's not going to gain 8 seconds in 3 laps, is he? I mean, that'd be ridiculous. He was P5 though, so I don't know why he pitted. Yeah, flags, that's Matador. Again. Oh, side effects! He's got a puncture! He's got a puncture with 14 lap old intermediates. Is this why Maldi pitted? And his full traction control, it slows him down. It stops him from going at a certain speed. That's what the problem is with traction control. It screws you over. In these situations, it slows him down to basically a halt. If he had no traction control, he could just go as fast as he wanted. With the intermediate tyres, it basically forces him into a limiter. I think this is why Maldi pitted. I don't think these intermediates are going to the end. The thing is though, when you get over 75%, your puncture territory is completely random. And that's now for Matador doing more special things. Or was it Sant? Oh no, it's Sant! And he's into the barriers. We'll give you the F1X drivers. And yeah, that's just changed the outcome of this race. Like I said, the punctures, it's random. As soon as you're over 75%, it is completely random. It could happen at 75%, 80, 90. It might not happen until you hit 100%. You might even puncture 100%. I don't even know because I've never gone over 100% in this game. But these punctures, you don't know when they're going to come. That's the problem. Oh, and he's got a puncture, and Infinity's gone into the back of his teammate. He had a puncture. Jamo's got a puncture. As a front, he's had a rear right puncture and now a front left puncture. And it's with 1 lap to go as Bolero loses it. These punctures are coming out of nowhere. I did not think these tyres. You're telling me that the intermediates can't even do half a race distance? I think these intermediates are wearing out more because it's these greasy conditions. I think these intermediates are just suffering. I still think the slicks was the best tyre to be on. They don't have this weird drop off. They don't, and the slick intermediates are probably burning out too quickly. So these intermediates are really, really struggling on length in terms of into the tyre life. They're all pitting on the last lap. Half the grid's just pitted. Actually, no, it's actually 2 of them actually Percent and Matador, so there's nothing. I don't take that into account. But Dalex, it looks like he might win this if he doesn't get a puncture. I can see why now. Maldi pitted. I can see why now. He's only 3 seconds away from Anthony, but he's still got half a lap to go to try and make any sort of move on him. Dalex, he's actually winning this by a country mile. Everyone else behind him has just been given the puncture. And it's, like I said, puncture territory is completely random. And around the last corner on his debut, or at least I think his debut, or at least his first race in quite a while, wins the Mexican Grand Prix. That race felt like it went on forever. Tier 2 went quite quickly. This race it's been going on for 90 million years. Infinite out of nowhere, it gets a 2 seconds. It gets P2 with front wing damage, but Nick Menez gets it on penalties. He's gone down more. Victor's got P3. Valera gets P4. Infinite, because he had about 1 million penalties, P5. Anthony holds on for P5. Actually drops, goes up to P5. Infinite P6. Maldi only P7 on penalties. Juan P8. Sound effects has to finish P9 with the fastest lap of the race on the slicks. Jamo on the Inters must have lost it to him because Sound effects has his puncture first. Get undercutted. Afita, oh, he wasn't racing the whole time. Emrichetin, who is not racing either, has been racing for the last like 10 laps or so. And there's Sant, who's just crossed the line. Finally, the race is done. Oh, STB driver, he wasn't even here for the first 15 laps. Oh my god, I don't. Somebody get this game done. I'm ready for F124, regardless of how fucked it is. At least it's a new game and it's a new slideshow. It's just a new race and it's just a new game. Get this game gone because it's just screwed up. Nonetheless, at least on a new game they can look at things and fix them hopefully early on. Not have the same issues for about 9, 10 months. And that is your race. That was it. What did I say? 57 minutes. 58 minutes. 58. I'm pretty sure yesterday was like 43. It's 15 minutes. Like it's like 13 minutes longer than it should have been. Holy crap. Okay, that's P4 for Dialex. Nick Mendes, P2. Victor, P3. Effort below P4, definitely P5, Infinite P6, 30 seconds of penalties. Maldi P7, Juan P8, Firefix P9, Gemma P10, Rafita and Chetin weren't even driving their car, so it would be Matador P12, Sant P12, sorry, Matador P12, Sant P13, no, Matador P11, Sant P12, and then it'd be Rafita and Chetin, and then Pirlo P15, Nova P16, obviously the DNS were Sant, with Pillow, Nova, Danny Games, and L Glasses. Yeah. That was spicy. Spicy. And I'm just gonna end the stream because it's been 66 minutes. Jesus Christ! I started the stream late as well. 66 minutes. Bloody hell. Okay. Yeah, I ended there because that was just dragging way too long. The stream's only about 55 minutes, not 66. Right, I'll end it there. Thank you much for watching. Hopefully we'll be back to normal in Belgium for Tier 1. So Tier 1 generally has normal races. So if you are watching and don't normally watch, just come back for Monday at 7 o'clock and you will actually see a normal race for once. This is just a one-off thing. But yeah, come back for then. For the Tier 1, obviously back to Belgium for the Belgian Grand Prix. So we will see you then on Monday. Bank holiday Monday for the UK anyway. We'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye.